Not much, Coach.
Yeah, I'm here with the magic Kim Trahan. What's up? Hey, so we just wanted to go the class. All the people voted you to be our inaugural meaning like the first ever of all time behind the gloves. All right, so we're going behind the gloves with Kim Trahan right now. So first question: how long you and I been knowing each other?
About 3 years. About 3 years.
We first met at
UL.
The UL. So tell me briefly what you learned at UL, because there's one semester, right? KNEA 210.
210.
Yeah, at UL. So what did you learn? What did you get out of that semester?
Well, I was able to throw. I mean, we worked on just the basics. We worked on some jiu-jitsu, maneuvering and punching correctly, because you gotta do it right. Technicality is what I've learned from it. I've learned that when you punch, you can punch without being angry. You can just, it is. So I love the class. I learned a lot. I can't really put it in words. I just carried it on here.
At first, you were a little suspect about the class. You didn't know if you were gonna make the semester, but
right. Well, it was because I felt a bit insecure because I was a big girl, and some of the techniques I felt like I couldn't do. And I would always ask you, I was like, Coach, should I drop this class? Remember that?
I remember.
And you said, no, you can do anything you put your mind to, girl. Let's just get it. And I could tell that you wasn't being judgmental, because I'm looking for you to judge me because I'm a big girl, But you said, no, you got this. And just that bounced off of you straight to me, and I got it. And you said, come on, you got this. And you kept working with me, and you never gave up on me. Never. And I was able to do a little tournament, and I won.
The very first tournament, you won your tournament. And then shortly after that, we opened up, I told you we were opening up head kicks.
Yep.
And you were here since day one, like helping with the cage, helping with the bags, all that stuff. So tell me, what's your favorite part about training at head kicks? Fast forward 2.5 years, here you are now. You are not only a student, not only a great positive attitude, but new role, you are Coach Kim now. You've been in the back. You're in the back for my fight a couple weeks ago, and for now I would think 3 fights now. You're in the back. You hadn't stepped into corner somebody yet, but you learn the ropes. You're warming them up, kind of giving them a massage, finding out how, kind of keeping them loose, and learning how to wrap hands and all that. So a new piece of the onion, right? A new part of the training. So tell me, what do you think about your past training just in Muay Thai, but then now you're new, kind of where you're at now, because you do have a little bit of a knee injury, so that kind of stopped you from training a little bit. You're actually still training a good bit, but it just somewhat of a realistic limitation because we want to be safe. But now it's not stopping the amount of time you're spending in the gym, because you're probably here just as much, maybe even more, because you're giving to the other the fighters and the guys that are really pushing it to the next level. And I think that's helping you see things from a different perspective, see the other side of the onion per se. So I know that was a lot, but tell me what you love about the training here, and what do you think about your new role as like Coach Kim?
Okay, so for starters, I've learned a lot. I learned how to navigate. I learned how to give back efficiently and effectively. Learning and teaching goes hand in hand. And so I can do a technique, but can I teach it? And the way that I learn, I learn a different way, because we all have our issues, but the way that I learn is I have to take what you tell me, I have to go back home and work on it and learn it a different way, teach myself that. So I'm able to come here and teach it to someone else that may have a little bit, they need more help than maybe the average person. So I'm able to reach out to them and reach them where they're at, because I have a hard time learning too. From the beginning till now, the way that I learn is different. It makes sense now. because when, you know, you showing us the techniques, it's overwhelming. It could be overwhelming from someone who in the beginning, and some people might say, okay, it's not for me, I'm out. But some people who stay and be like, okay, everybody's a beginner, and we have to understand that. And so I'm able to have patience for someone who's a beginner that needs a little bit more help because I've been there. So I'm able to take the time and show them and let them know, look, don't give up. This is a lot, but you're gonna take it part by part, little by little. You figure this out, add a little more, but go back to the beginning and learn it through, and then add a little bit more. It's like a spoonful at a time. So I'm able to give, but to give efficiently and effectively of what's needed at that time.
That's good. And now, being that you've been in the back corner of a bunch of fights, you're here for the MMA team practices, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, not for you, but to give back. So now, who there are some of your favorite, let's talk about favorite fighters to work with, favorite fighters, guys that you've helped hold pads for and corner and whatnot recently?
Brayden, Chris.
Brayden, great fight recently.
Yes, awesome fight. Chris, I love Chris. I like working with Ethan as well. Ethan, let's see who else. Cody, love working with Cody.
Turner.
There's a lot of them, Coach.
Tyler
No. Tyler, let's put Tyler. I forgot about him. Can't forget about Tyler. Tyler, I'm sorry, bro. You know, I love you. But all of them, all the fighters. And one thing I want to mention that I love, and you may have asked me this question, but Brayden told me something. And this is what I've learned from him. His last fight, the guy was just need him, just getting him. And I'm like afraid for him because but Brayden took it. And after the fight, I'm like, Brayden, dude. He was like, man, I love that fight. It's my favorite fight. I'm like, but man, the guy was angry. He said, it doesn't matter. But some guys, they need that to bring them in the cage. And I didn't understand that, because when a dude hits you, you take that personal. I would, before I came here, take it personal, like somebody's out to attack me. But he just took it, that's my best fight. I respect the dude. He went out there and gave it his all, but his attitude about it. And that's the difference between here and other places, is people's attitudes are different. When losing, winning, it doesn't matter. It's still the same thing. They come in here and they're humble. So wasn't one of the questions, but Coach, it needs to be said.
That's great. So who is your, now fighters aside, who's your top, who's your best training partner? Who pushes you the most? Who do you push the most in class?
Well, the most difficult, no, come on now. But the most difficult person is the one that I get the most out of, because it draws so much out of me. It's like I have to dig deep because I really want to help them. And sometimes it's hard to figure out, how does this person learn? And when you can figure out how they learn, that's the key to their success, and to mine, because I'm able to give to them. So the one that pushes me the most, I think, is Miss Chris. Miss Chris, she's come a long way. So, but lunchtime is Miss Chris, okay? And then Miss Annie. I love Miss Annie. Her and I had conversations, and I'm able to figure out how to get the best from her to give to herself. So so let's say 6:15 Monday, Wednesday is Lance. Lance pushes me too. I know how he learns. We understand each other, so I'm able to get the best out of him.
You push him.
Push him.
Push him
till the end.
Yeah. Both physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I'm sure at times. All kinds of ways.
All kind of
Patience.
Oh yeah, we push each other to the limit, So he's come along.
No, y'all are great partners together. I love watching you work with Lance work with you.
Yeah. And Saturday, Cece. I like working with Cece. Cece, she wants to get better. And when you have someone that wants to get better and receptive, it's whatever you think, show me, what do you see that I need to improve on? I love those type, because at that point, we're not fighting against each other. Tell me what you think I need to work on. Help me fix it. I love that.
Yeah, that's That's great. The precondition to change or success is the willingness to change or succeed, right?
Exactly.
The openness to it.
Yeah.
So being receptive. So that's good. I learned a lot from you just today. Any closing remarks to anybody? You know, I know you like to train the fighters. You got some guys that you've been training with for a long time, but anybody that any words that you might need to say to somebody out there that because everybody comes here for a different reason, right? So any last closing remarks from you to whomever?
Don't shy away from here or any gym, especially this place, because you know it's my gym, but because of your size. I think a lot of people, they don't want to step through that door because they're insecure about their size or their level of fit. You know, some people don't want to come here just because I won't be able to do what those guys do. It's too much. But it's, again, spoonful at a time. You walk in and you realize that, look, it's going to take me some time because everybody in this gym was a beginner. We all struggle. We all have our personal struggles. But walk in here and give it your all, because somebody here is going to give you their all. You got to meet each other in the middle. When I first started here, I used to wear a hoodie all the time, coach. And you know, I was about 15 pounds heavier than I am now. But I always wear a hoodie because I was insecure. But now I'm more confident. I'm like, accept me for who I am. I'm confident in who I am now. I have ways to go, but we all got ways to go, but I've made progress. I know that I have.
You got that respect because you throw them hands and you tell them, man, you come get this whipping. You want some work? I give you that work until you about to throw up.
It sounds like me and Lance. That's me and Lance.
So we appreciate having you at the gym and what you do for us as a family with Charity and I, Jose and Esther and everything. And we're just very grateful to have you, and thank you for the time.
Thanks, Coach.
Right.